Hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. In a brilliant PR, public relations stunt, and marketing strategy, the Chinese communists are looking to leverage Donald Trump's tariff tiff with the world. What is that all about? Well, the Chinese communists have announced today, the 13th of June, 2025, that they will end all tariffs and all quota limitations for the 53 African countries which they have diplomatic relations will end. You can ship your goods and services to China without duty, no tariffs, and no quotas. Brilliant, wonderful, amazing growth opportunity for African economies. Except we're talking about the Chinese communists here. These people can't be trusted with anything. They really can't be trusted with anything. This status is being extended to least developed countries. Now, ostensibly, it's because the Chinese want to see these economies grow. You know, a rising tide lifts all boats, except the Chinese communists don't believe in that concept. They believe in China's supremacy. If they were genuine about this, considering it's the world's second largest economy and the workshop of the world these days, where was this benefit 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when China's economy became the second largest on the planet? For 25 years, the United States has offered duty-free access to African countries that agree to comply by governance standards and get their goods and services in the United States. That program, the African Growth Opportunity Act, is ending this year. This is simply a cynical effort to draw attention to China, to make them look like a good actor on the world stage, which they're not. So I don't expect to see anything really positive or tangible come from this. So what are the Chinese hoping to accomplish here? Well, they're looking for attention, and they seek to appear to be a good actor on the world stage, which of course we know they're not. And before African countries get too excited about this offer, bear in mind that tariffs and quotas are just two of the tools used by the Chinese to limit entry of goods and services into their marketplace, to protect their economy and keep others' goods out, while rapaciously accruing wealth from the rest of the world through their exports. So don't get too excited. But if they're genuine, this is a brilliant move. And even if they're not genuine, it's a stroke of genius when it comes to public relations. China is desperate, as their economy falters and collapses, to look for attention, to look like the good guy in negotiations, which they're not. This is a country that's used rare earth elements as a weapon against its neighbors, against legitimate economies in the world, and quotas, tariffs, and barriers of other sorts to protect their economy for years. And now they are the good guy? 25 years ago, arguably, the Chinese couldn't have pulled this off because they were a growing, less developed economy. But for 15 years, China has been the world's second largest economy. Where was this gracious gift 15 years ago? Now, as far as the United States, folks, Africa, if China falls through, can thank Donald Trump for this. They can thank Donald Trump because there was no indication China was ever going to do this until Trump's tariffs and Congress's lack of interest in renewing the African Growth Opportunity Act. Those two events have prompted China to cynically step in and go, we'll offer duty-free access to the 53 African countries where we have diplomatic relations. If they were genuine about this, they would have done this a long time ago. They're not. It's cynical. Don't fall for it. But hey, if it actually takes place, if they remove the tariffs and they remove the quotas, send your goods to China. Flood their marketplace. Get your dollar's worth. Or your renminbi or yuan worth. What do you say, world? I'm a little skeptical about the Chinese, but I do hope it's true. It'd be nice to see Africans get in there. It's interesting because the Chinese are part of the BRICS acronym, not a real organization. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and a host of other countries have joined, including Argentina. Argentina? They pulled out. Saudi Arabia, others. There's no treaty giving duty-free access or no quotas to any of the BRICS members, which is their so-called alliance. No treaty, no duty-free access, but they're going to offer it to African countries? Yeah. Ronald Reagan once said, trust but verify, and that's the path I'm going to take here. But I'm not even going to trust. I want to verify. Cheers, folks.